I don't feel like I'm very organized on this, but it's also just kind of a stream of consciousness of, okay, this is where I'm at, and I know that I can't be the only one who has a discombobulated image of the divine feminine, divine masculine, divine union. I can't be the only one. A little while ago, I did a video for my ladies and gentlemen, if you wanted to follow the advice, on how to manifest your divine partner. How to bring in that perfect guy. I talked about journaling and the moons and blah, 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 blah. I told you that I did that, and I had the most amazing man come into my life. Manifested it. It was fabulous. Fucking fabulous. But somehow, I let it slip through my fingers. So I've done a lot of research and homework on what I do, how I react, what I'm doing versus how the male receives that, and trying to educate myself on what I should have done and should be doing in the future. One of my favorite fucking movies ever is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. So this is kind of my reverse how to manifest the perfect guy and keep him. It all goes together with this divine masculine, divine feminine, and the divine partnership and how everybody goes together. So I don't know if this needs to be like a series. We'll see how long I fucking talk. I've got lots of notes and stories from my experience of what I've done that getting down to it, after things fizzled on me this summer, as I was driving home from Florida, I listened to a book, Never Get Ghosted Again, 15 Reasons Why Men Lose Interest and How to Avoid Guys Who Can't Commit by Bruce Bryans. Most people have never loved like a true divine feminine can love. No, most people have never been loved like that, if that makes any sense. I know I certainly have not. You build these dreams and then she gets to work putting it out into the universe. But when she loses her connection, like I did, all hail a fuck. It all goes hail in a handbasket. So I lost connection, got caught up in partying. I was drinking a lot, partied a lot. We were having a fucking blast. Back to watching regular TV when we were sitting and watching, granted, funny shows, but you know, fuck. Shameless, ain't nobody got time for that shit. That delusional, anyway. Music, back into, they were all love songs, but it's still, enough of them had enough of a message. When I go back and listen to things now, I feel like, yeah, I was self-sabotage in a way. I find personally that I have to limit myself to watching anything mainstream media. Most of the time on my TV, I have YouTube Om video play. So it's just like meditation music and Om. And it just kind of nice, calm, relaxing atmosphere in my house. I get bored and I start watching stuff, and I notice that I start getting more irritated. I notice that I want to start drinking. I notice, I start getting caught up in my vices again. I am maintaining my vibration how I know I need to by avoiding things that take me out of my divine feminine. So I had gotten myself out of my divine feminine, and it kind of rocked shit. So anyway, I started going down in vibration, and then an event happened where I got canceled on when I felt like that was the absolute worst decision that could have been made in that situation. And I went into major abandonment. Childhood wounds came up, reared their ugly head, and I went into lack. I went into that, oh my God, I don't have what I want. Oh my God, I don't have what I want. And guess what? When you don't have what you want, you don't have it, and that's what you're getting is you don't have it. That's the energy you're putting out, that's the energy you're bringing back in. Yeah, downward spiral. Although I will say, I had no fucking clue. Absolutely no clue that there was anything amiss. When shit hit the fan, it hit, and I was like, my head was spinning. I'm like, what? It really did take a lot of retrospect to be able to go, okay, what the fuck happened here? What happened? That is where Never Get Ghosted Again comes in. So this was Father's Day. A month later, I was on a vacation. I did a road trip. Kids flew in to Florida. I drove, because you know me, love to fucking drive. Pretty sure this was an Instagram book suggestion as well. Instagram knows me really well, not gonna lie. I like to listen to books while I'm traveling. So I had just finished, I don't know. I listened to a lot of books. So I'm listening to this book on my way home, and I find myself like guilty. On like every freaking goes into this. There's 15 reasons why you could have gotten ghosted. Several things were like, okay, so one, the timing is bad for him. It's like, goes into this. There's 15 reasons why you could have gotten ghosted. He has to get his life together. A divine masculine is compelled to be in a place to be able to provide for his family. If he's not ready because of 1, career finances, 2, emotional maturity, 3, not interested, 4, he's a player, 5, threatened by your success, social status or insecurity, or still 6, still in love with a past love, or still emotionally sore from the breakup. So there's like, it's not the right time for him. So this is part of why, Brucey boy, I wanted to go, fuck you. But at the same time, I had to stop and go, okay, listen, just step back. His advice on what to do about it is basically fuck off and move on with your life. Release him if he comes back, great. If he gets his shit together later, somewhere down the road, great. But basically just move on with your life. As most of his advice is, just fucking move on with your life. I really love it. It's straight to the point. Just move on with your fucking life. Number 2, could be a passion junkie, loves the chase and gets off on being able to seduce. That one didn't fit for me. 3, placed you on a pedestal only to find out you were human. I felt this one a lot. I just did. I always felt like I was put on a pedestal, and I didn't mind it. It was awesome. But I am only human. So when the shit hit the fan, and I found out finally the things that had triggered the ultimate demise, I was like, those are pretty human things, but okay. And I also kind of felt like if I had been told that these things were bothering, then I could have decided if I needed to modify my behavior, because the things that were issues, I would not have minded doing something different. Does that make sense? Like, okay, cool. I'll admit that on a few of those occasions, I felt an energy that I was like, what is that? But he never spoke up. So I never could identify what that energy was. Hindsight. 6 months later, got it. Always growing and healing. So much fun. Basically, this is what he's talking about on the pedestal. You're temporarily blinded by a fog of love. You don't see the humanness, and once he does, he pulls away because she's lost the allure, mystery, novelty, and most importantly, perfection that drove their passion for you. He most likely has no idea he's done this. And his advice on what to do on this one is back to the fuck off over here and move on with your life. Let y'all know the truth. I've been fucking off over here, going on with my life, because I really felt that one. He needs time to reconnect with his masculine identity. This was one that I was like, I feel it. So withdrawal behavior, commonly referred to as the rubber band man. I think that, that's from Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray. Quoting from that book, this is a normal phase that men go through, especially when they've developed an intimate relationship with a woman. Men tend to disconnect from the woman they love in order to focus on those things that make him feel more like a man. That's an excerpt from that book by John Gray. Once the man has a chance to connect with his masculine identity, he will feel ready to experience more and even deeper intimacy with a woman. We had this really bad analogy of an all-you-can-eat buffet on here that it works. Like, the thing was, you go and you eat, and then you rest for a little bit, and then rest long enough, you'll want more. So mentally, you're re-stimulating your mentally re-stimulating yourself by pulling yourself back. What to do about it? Try a little tenderness. Maintain your poise and position and give him the space he needs. So this one, I hoped resonated as much as it felt like it did. Don't be a doormat. Don't attempt to pull him back by over investing in the relationship. Check. Don't try to keep reeling him back in with gifts, loves, and sex. Check. Don't guilt trip him into showing how much he cares. Check. Don't chase. Don't fill the empty space, texts, calls, etc. with your own attempts to reel him back in. Check. And that's as far as I got in outlining this book. The rest I'm just going to kind of wing. Yeah. So that one, that one was right there, was my what not to do. Guilty of all of them. Even if it was just that one particular thing. Then he gets to stressful change in his life, right? That's another reason it could be. Another one that rung true. It's not you, it's me. Busy, Under this falls like circumstances beyond their control. Again, advice on this one is fuck off over here, go on with your life. If he's meant to come back, he'll come back, but don't count on it. I don't think that one was quite as don't count on it. The next one is fear of freedom. I can see it. I mean, I scooped this guy up right out of a fucking divorce. Like, literally. We met on a Friday. His divorce was final the following week. The evening his divorce was final, he texted me the first time. So, like, he's not gotten to go out and do the being single thing. Does he need to after having done it for a while? No, I assure you. Grass is not greener on any side. Grass is greener right here because I've made my grass green and I don't need anyone else. So come enjoy my green grass or go on and go do your thing. You know, that's anyway. So fear of freedom. That could read, Charlie. Fear of commitment. He just came out of marriage, so it wasn't like he wasn't already married. Here's one that really rang true. Turned him off by coming on too strong. So men need and want to pursue being overly alluding to your sexual prowess, overly demanding of their time, desperate attempts to remind him you still exist, or questioning them on the lack of communication. Totally coming on too strong. That is a 110% fuck yeah. When you guys read my book and read about the first date, you'll be like, oh yeah, you stepped out in 100% your masculine energy. Took the bull by the horns, which I did, and it was fucking fabulous, and it was a fucking amazing relationship, but it started us out wonky, right? Because my divine feminine divine masculine were not balanced. My divine masculine was too high, so I came in and threw off the entire balance because he, as a fellow empath, acted on my energy. So my energy, I come in divine masculine. He, as an empath, comes in an automatic, subconscious, he has no idea he's doing it, response to my energy is backing off. So it kind of, I can't say that we ever completely corrected it. That kind of is a big thing. Back to this one had a long list of don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And I did all of them. So, what not to do? Then there was another one of total devotion too soon. So basically you scared him off, like, oh my gosh, this is da 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 da. Something like saying I love you too soon. Something like saying yes too soon. I don't know. Or masculine interpersonal behaviors. So like if you're too masculine, so that kind of ties into that. Basically what you should do with it is fuck off over here, go live your life, rock on. If he comes back, great. If he doesn't, you weren't supposed to be. Another option, you didn't meet his expectations. So kind of back to that, everything was good, and then all of a sudden he decided, no, she's not the one. Things that scare men away are things like being too argumentative, too competitive, too controlling, not feminine enough, not too independent, not nurturing. So recognize those are all traits of the divine masculine. So if you are too masculine, you will drive men away. Another option, he thinks he can do better, or another one, he think you're a backup girl, or he's actually interested in someone else. You know what? His advice is perfect on this. If that's the case, you fuck off. I'm gonna stay right here and rock, because you can't do any better. You can't do any better than your divine feminine, or at least this divine feminine. So the masculinity, there are 3 pillars of manhood. Masculinity is to create, to provide, and to protect. That's by A Manhood in the Making, Cultural Concepts of Masculinity by Dr. David Gimian. Anyway, just some random thoughts on this. I'm not sure where this is all gonna go to. I'm learning through all of this, because I have come to realize that I have no idea what a real marriage looks like, what a real relationship looks like. I'm making this shit up as I go, and I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm healing myself along the way. Childhood traumas really come in hard. They come into play very hard when you're in a relationship with someone. Always look at every relationship as an opportunity to learn something about how you interact with the people around you based on childhood traumas, because that's where it all comes from. I learned, and I've looked at over this last 6 months, I've identified many times over through this process that I always feel left out. I always feel abandoned and feel like I'm not good enough to hang with everybody else. That has played out in my life, in friendships, in my family, in relationships. It is rampant. So I am working very hard to heal my inner child and my inner teenager and my inner 8-year-old and 9-year-old. I've had some great meditations and journeys along the way here. It's amazing how much healing I do every freaking day. It's just kind of hard to put it on a video. You know? I mean, it's like one of those where this is not like instantaneous, bam, oh, I got it. Well, every once in a while it is. This is all more like, oh, it's 2 months later and boom, I just had an epiphany about something that happened 2 months ago. Oh. It's long-term stuff, and I guess I just need to start making videos along the way more so that you guys can kind of see where I'm at and how I'm doing. Because really what I'm trying to do is show you guys. It is within your reach. It is within your grasp. You yourself, no guru, no church, no spiritual leader needed. You yourself can heal. Getting help helps. Getting help exponentially will take you down that path. There is absolutely no reason that you can't start getting your life and your spiritual journey under control this week. It's within your grasp, and all it takes is 5 minutes a day to start it. That's meditation. You've only heard me say it 12,000 times. I didn't feel like I needed to say it, but then something said, go ahead and say the word. Meditation. Start it. It's first step. I'm not sure where everything with Mr. Amazing and I sit. We actually talked last night for the first time in, I don't know, 7 or 8 weeks. It was a great conversation. But I'm just fucking off right here, being me, doing my thing, letting him do what he's doing, letting him figure out his own self. The cards keep telling me that we'll be together at some point. Me dealing cards, shuffling, flying out of the deck. It's physically not possible for me to pull these cards or shuffle them into a way that I would then pull them. They fly out of the deck. The cards tell me to calm the fuck down, be patient. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna fuck off over here, do my thing. Okay, I think that's all I have for right now. I feel like there's probably stuff I missed. Again, I love you. You guys have a great day.